Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're already a part of our soul family, I'm glad that you're back. You are loved and appreciated. Family, I have a very important message to deliver to you today from the ancestors. Keep in mind, this is a collective reading, which means everything may not fit for everybody. So take what fits and leave the rest. If this message does not resonate with you, private readings are open. You can book that down below in the description box. If the message does resonate with you, do consider subscribing, and please make sure that you tap the like button and drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about this reading, okay? So we're going to jump right into the message today. So without further ado, family, let's get into it. My beautiful, beautiful people. We're starting off this message with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a very powerful card in tarot, okay? And I'm just feeling called to read exactly what the guidebook says about the Wheel of Fortune. So it says, this card is the wheel of life. Everything has a beginning and an end. The wheel will keep turning. Life will keep throwing lessons our way to keep us on our toes. We can never know what is coming next, and when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, there is a need to let go of the wheel and allow the universe to take you where you need to be. The wheel indicates that you will have good luck and prosperity. You are on a good path. Just ride the waves of life. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is a need to let go of control. I feel like there is something within you that feels like you have to be in control of things in order to feel at peace. But your ancestors, your spirit guides, the higher power, they don't want that for you. Your higher self doesn't even want that for you, because your higher self already worked with the higher power and your spirit guides and your ancestors in order to plan things out. So yes, you are the co-creator of your destiny, because we do have free will. However, if you trust your spirit team, that means that you would be comfortable letting go. And that means letting go of the outcome. So it's like doing things not because you're expecting a certain type of outcome, right? It's doing things because you genuinely feel like it would benefit you or your community and your loved ones. Because the thing is, most of you are here again. You've been here many, many times before. And it says no time indicating. So I can't tell you how many times you have incarnated. Although if you want a past life regression reading, you can definitely book that with me. But I feel like for most of you, you've been here thousands. Okay, that's what's coming to me, thousands of times. Some of you have also been here for millions of years even. Okay, like you're a very old soul. Some of you may have certain things come up in your mind, and then you go look it up online and you find out that you were exactly right. This could even be about information and knowledge that you may have never discussed or heard of before in this lifetime. It's because this information is stored within your DNA. You have ancient wisdom embedded in you. Okay? So I feel like this is going to be a very quantum physics type reading. This is going back to the part of you that transcends space and time. And my ear is ringing right now. So it feels like a lot of you have been here before. And when you try to control the outcome, when you try to control everything, it's not only saying that you don't trust your spirit team, but you don't trust yourself either. Because the cosmic version of you, the version of you that exists beyond this reality, played a major part in planning your destiny. Yes, you had a hand in writing your script. Okay? So you chose your family, you chose your friends. Everyone that you chose was strategically picked, handpicked, and approved by you and your spirit team in order to teach you exactly what you are here to learn so that you can ascend and transcend. So, trust is very important. Some of you are older souls than others of you. Like some of you are younger, and you can tell the ones that are older souls tend to move in a particular type of way. We tend to be like the teachers, the leaders, the guides. The younger ones are the ones that are still transitioning out of, let's say, I don't know, Western religion, certain types of philosophies and ideologies, and some of them are very reluctant to moving. They're very slow to take action. But those of us who are quick to take action, strategic, we are open to exploring certain things. Like, for example, me, I was born into a Christian family, and I even went to a private school, a Catholic school. But by the time I was in like maybe 7th or 8th grade, I was asking my religion teacher questions that made them so uncomfortable, they would kick me out the classroom. So it was like I knew at a very young age, those are the ones that tend to be old souls. Or better yet, should I say, that tend to be the older souls. You can also tell if you're an older soul when you are further along in your healing journey. So let's say, for example, you are a shaman, or you are a Reiki healer, or you are someone who heals, right? You're using your experience and your inner wisdom and ancient knowledge in order to help heal the people around you. And I feel like we have a lot of old souls here listening to this right now. Some of you may be fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Some of you may have been lawyers in a past life, or you're a lawyer or judge in this life as well. Or you may have someone in your family who is a lawyer or a judge. Some of you may have been working for the system and then realized that you did not want to continue working for the system. We also have the number 11 here. So some of you may be life path 1s or life path 2s. Some of you were literally directly related to Osset, also known as Isis. She is the goddess that is on the laws of Maat. She represents the laws of Maat. And she represents fairness, justice, truth, and balance, okay? Equality. And so some of you have been living by those principles your whole entire life. Like some of you have never told a lie. And if you did tell a lie, you eventually came back and told the truth. It's because this is embedded in you. Righteousness is embedded in you. We may have air signs here as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The future depends on what we do in the present. Balance is the key to everything. So some of you may also be practicing balance at this time. For some of you, there's going to be a major change taking place for you in your life between September to October, September 21st to October 20th. So that's going to be during Libra season. Some of you have a favorite color of green. Wow, green keeps coming up. So that's earth energy as well here. Many of you have either a connection to Kemet or you lived in Kemet. Some of you existed in a time where knowledge was written on papyrus. And so many of you were authors of ancient scrolls. Like the inner wisdom that you have within you, you've shared it with your people. Like you wrote on these scrolls. Wow. For some of you, oh wow, a lot of you were also related to Imhotep. If you don't know who Imhotep is, I suggest you do your research. He is the world's first recorded genius. He's the real father of medicine. Imhotep. So for a lot of you, because you carry the genetics of a real life genius within you, you incarnated here with all this creativity. Some of you may have been like building castles out of blocks and Legos. Like some of you would like go outside when it was snowing and build like the most beautiful and intricate snowmen. Like advanced snowmen. Some of you would be on the beach building things and like using sand and seashells, and your family would be shocked. Like, what the hell? Like, you guys were doing really creative things at a really young age. Some of you were able to take things apart and put them back together. Many of you built pyramids and other ancient structures all over the world. You incarnated here with all this wisdom, all this discernment. I'm talking to somebody who is very sharp and astute. Queen of Swords, upright energy. It says, be sharp and discerning. Be able to cut through illusions and get to the heart of the matter. So this is you realizing exactly why you are here. So as you begin to remember, you then will start to let go, because you're like, oh yeah, I planned this out. Oh yeah, this is exactly the road I'm supposed to be on. And so I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to be in the present moment. Some of you don't really have time to enjoy the present moment because you're too busy worried about the outcome. You're too busy worried about what the future is going to look like for you. So yes, plan your future, write things down, take your notes, get your messages, manifest, but don't be attached to the outcome. Enjoy the present moment. That is the message that the ancestors are trying to deliver to you today. Some of you will be receiving some sort of invitation or an offer. It could be love, or it could be having to do with business. Okay, Knight of Cups, upright. And some of you have this natural charm. Like you attract things, people, and opportunities to you. And because of your power, many of you have attracted not so great things to you. People who have tried to use you, right? People who have tried to abuse you. People who have been envious of you because of your energy. And so many of you have come a long way. This is why you were equipped with discernment. So you could know, you could be able to establish the difference between people who are for you and people who are not for you. And so with the Hierophant here upright, many of you are refusing to conform. Many of you are refusing to conform to societal standards. And I think that may cause a bit of discomfort for you, because you may have people in your ears telling you that you're crazy for not conforming. Like, oh, why don't you want to live a regular life? Why don't you want a regular job? Like that type of thing. And so it causes you to kind of question yourself. But remember, you are being guided. So the decisions that you're making for a reason, even if they're not good decisions, right? You made that decision, that poor decision. You faced that consequence so that you could learn from it and grow from it. Okay? So Taurus season is going to be very significant here. Between April 21st and May 20th, something major is going to be happening, but this is something good, okay? The Hierophant upright says, tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors. So yeah, it's like many of you are not conforming to societal standards because it doesn't fit what's within you. Again, many of you are starting to remember your ways. You're remembering where you came from, why you're here, with the help of your ancestors. And so you're starting to tap back into ancient traditions. Many of you are doing reading and studying. Many of you are tending to your altars. And your altar could be the external altar or the altar that is your temple, your body, and confirmation. And so you are tapping more into self-care because you realize the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you develop strength and power, which is needed for you to succeed, which is needed for you to carry out your mission. So a lot of you are very spiritual with this Hierophant here. You're very spiritual and you're starting to realize that. You're starting to feel it. You can see things, you can hear things, you can smell things. Some of you are smelling perfumes, colognes, favorite meals of your ancestors that are no longer here. So let's say your grandmother used to wear white diamonds, which is a really vintage or classical perfume. You're smelling that randomly. That is a gift. And I'm seeing That's So Raven in my head. Like some of you guys are having visions midday. Some of you guys are having dreams and they are actually coming to fruition in less than a matter of weeks. That is a gift. So you have to learn how to use them in order to uplift and serve yourself and the people around you. It says, how can you find spiritual guidance and mentorship? Okay, some of you guys should be looking for guidance within your ancestors. Try to tap in and communicate with them. Okay, some of you guys might benefit from booking a reading with me or a life coaching session. But some of you are definitely needing some type of guidance and mentorship on this journey. You are beginning to remember, and so you need help transitioning. That's for some of you, not all of you. Some of you may need to just tap in with self. So with the King of Swords here, some of you are natural born leaders. You were leaders in a past life and you incarnated here with those same qualities. Some of you are in and out of jobs because you don't do well working with other people. You don't do well being told what to do. Okay? It says, be a wise and just leader with the ability to make fair and impartial decisions for the good of all. So many of you are using your skills in order to benefit society. And some of you are losing your skills because you were using them in a negative way. Like some of you were using your skills to manipulate people. Like, we are not supposed to impose on someone else's free will. And that was really specific. So some of you have been losing your gifts as well. Tell me more. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords upright. Yeah, so many of you have ambition and determination, okay? And so you're taking action now because you're being guided to take action. And so letting go doesn't mean you do nothing. It means you follow what is so called your gut. You follow your intuition. You follow that inner voice. And so you move when your inner voice tells you to move. Many of you are learning how to be assertive as well. Some of you really need to work on building up your faith. And some of you are feeling discouraged. Some of you are still in the darkness. And when I say darkness, it doesn't mean that you're evil. It just means that you haven't necessarily found the light within you yet. Some of you haven't really realized that you yourself are the light. Because we got the star card here in reverse. And so they want you to get into this emperor energy. Move with authority. Okay? Develop structure. Structure is going to help you along your journey. Structure is going to help you form a sense of stability. And it's also going to help you to sharpen your leadership skills, okay? It says order and simplification are the first steps towards mastery of a subject. Lead everyone by example. So this is the energy they want you to get into. For some of you, there will be something significant happening between March 21st and April 20th. That's Aries season. Some of you may also be in Aries. We got the devil here, Capricorn energy. You may have some Capricorns in the house. It says face your fears. Don't be afraid and don't let the devil win. Wow. So for a lot of you, this is really just fear. This is why we got this Hierophant here upright too that talks about tradition, spirituality, conformity. So some of you are conforming because of fear. And some of you are afraid to tap into your spirituality. You're afraid to tap into your ancient tradition and follow that guidance because of fear. So they want you to face your fears here. For some of you, something happened in January that scared you. Like something happened in January that changed your perspective and put you into a spiritual awakening. And so you may have experienced a tower moment. With the death card here upright, this fear, this limiting belief that you may have been carrying with you for lifetimes, for some of you, is coming to an end. You will be facing your fears. You will be conquering your lack mindset. For some of you, this is going to lead to the end of struggle. Okay, some of you will begin to feel the ripple from these changes in Scorpio season between October 20th and November 21st. Something significant will be happening around that time. I feel like many of you have started working on this change, or you will begin working on this change and you'll actually see the effects of your work during that time. So a lot of things are coming to an end. Many of you are transforming. There will be a huge change within you. For some of you, your loved ones won't even be able to recognize you. That's how much you will be changing and transforming. You are being reborn. It's like you are shedding old skin and growing new skin, thicker skin. Okay, and so you step into this King of Swords energy where you become a leader. You become an authoritative figure. And people will be looking up to you. It says, what endings are necessary for new beginnings? Remember, there is always a new beginning after the end. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys ask a question in a few. It has to be a yes or no question, and I will answer for you. In the meantime, let's drop some affirmations in the comment section. I want you guys to say, my leadership brings out the potential in others. My leadership brings out the potential in others. Because many of you are very influential. You may not even know it yet. Some of you do, but some of you are not even aware of how much your experience, your words, even just your presence alone has helped bring people into transformation. You have helped create awakenings within the people around you. Okay? I also want you to say, my decisions create positive change. My decisions create positive change. I also want you to say, I move with discernment. I move with discernment. Also, last but not least, say in the comment section, my decisions are creating a life of freedom and wealth for me. My decisions are creating a life of freedom and wealth for me. Okay? All right, so get your questions ready. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Remember, it has to be a yes or no question. You can drop it in the comment section, or you can just keep a mental note of it. In the meantime, guys, if you need more clarity, you can definitely book a personal reading with me down below at the link in the description box. Make sure you subscribe, and please follow me on all platforms. That link is also located down below in the description box. Okay, so we got 2 yeses and 1 no. So the answer here is yes. The answer to whatever question you're asking is yes. And we have a message with it as well. It says, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Nurture your creativity. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Nurture your creativity. So yeah, patience. Patience. Don't be so attached to the outcome. Okay? Trust. Let go and trust. All right, that's all I have for you today, family. Let me know if this message resonated with you down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening. Sending you so much love and healing energy. Until next time, peace and oneness.